Hello, my name is Dr. Ray Pastor, and today I'm going to show you how to use the Clone Stamp tool in Adobe Photoshop. This is one of my favorite tools that Photoshop offers because it's the tool that you use to Photoshop something in or out of the screen. So when you hear someone say, oh, I'm going to Photoshop this person out of the picture, usually they're talking about using this tool or one like it. Now, there are a few more things that go into actually photoshopping someone out of a picture, but today I'm going to show you the basics of the Clone Stamp tool. This is a perfect image for it. There's a lot of contrasting colors. The background's a little messy because it's an ocean, so it's very easy to do. I'm going to show you some of the advantages and disadvantages of this tool, kind of how hard it is. All right, so the first thing I want to do is I'm going to actually select the Clone Stamp tool. You can see it right here. It looks like a rubber stamp, Clone Stamp tool. You can see I have a circle right here. That's just my brush size. I can change that up here at the top of the screen. I'll make it a little bigger. No, actually, I'll make it smaller, just so you can kind of see how it's working. Then there are some options up here, like I can change the opacity of it and stuff if I would like to, but I'm not going to do that. So what I want to do in this picture is I want to get rid of the birds. See, I just love this ocean picture. I mean, it's not a great picture, but let's say I love it. But the birds, I just want to get rid of these pelicans. All right, so what I'm going to do, the Clone Stamp tool is really copying from one place of the screen and putting it on another. Look what happens when I scroll my mouse over the bird. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick somewhere where I want to copy from. Let's say I want to copy from right here. I'm going to select the Alt key. Look what happens when I press the Alt key. Watch the cursor. Press the Alt key. Look at the cursor. It looks like a bullseye. I'm going to click my mouse and let go of the key. Now I have copied. So anywhere I start drawing on the screen, it's going to copy from this point where I clicked. I'm going to go over to my bird and watch what happens when I hold the mouse down. Look at the cursors. You see the little cursor on the left moving. I have copied from right there. Now I'm going to do the same thing right here. I am going to Alt, click, go over to the bird, and copy. Now let me show you this in another way, just so you can see. If I start clicking my mouse over here, I'm still copying right next to where my mouse was. So if I wanted to go down here and put the ocean in the sky, I push Alt. Now I'm copying the ocean on the sky. It's almost like copying and pasting a piece of a picture. It works really well with this image to get the birds off of the screen because the birds are so contrasting with the background, and the background's very blurry. It's very easy to get rid of them. If you try to do this with something that's complicated, you're going to have to zoom in a lot and have a very small brush and do this very, very slowly because it can be something that's difficult to do. But play around with the Clone Stamp. This is a tool that I have my students play around with for usually almost a whole class period, just to get the basics of this and selecting, because they're very complicated things to do when you want to do it well, but you learn to do these well, and it's a very great skill to have.